It's the Phoenix, Arizona weather discussion for Monday, the 22nd of June. I'm Michael Groff. We've passed the summer solstice, and it's going to feel very summer-like around here this week. Hot and dry conditions, temperatures a handful of degrees above average every day. We will see a bit of a cooling trend by the end of the week and heading into the weekend. What about monsoon moisture and rain chances? Do we have any of that in our future anytime soon? Let's take a look at it first. Yesterday in the valley, 108 degrees the afternoon high, 81 the morning low. The normals, 105 and 79. And outside now, here at 7:30 a.m., we've got sunny skies out there sitting at 82 degrees. At Sky Harbor, dew points at 38, humidity 20%. The winds are light, and the barometer is rising. Temperatures out there this morning, 62 the cool spot at Fort McDowell, 71 in Goldfield. Most of us in the metro are in the middle 70s to mid 80s. The upper air look, high pressure, as you would expect, is the dominant weather feature here across the southwestern United States, and that will continue for the next few days before we start to see it breaking down in favor of troughing. Here's the watch warning map. We have some heat advisories for the valleys of central and northern California. Otherwise, red flag warnings and high fire danger is the big threat out here in the western United States. Across the country, other than that, not a whole lot happening right now. Convective outlook for today, the standard slight risk of severe storms, much of North Texas and Oklahoma, the Arklatex region, with a marginal risk for a good portion of the Plains states, the central and southern Mississippi Valley, the Deep South, the Tennessee Valley, another marginal risk zone for the middle Atlantic states, and another for South Florida. Let's take a little peek at the tropics. We like to do that this time of the year. First, in the Atlantic Basin, not a whole lot happening. There is a weak wave in the mid-latitudes that might develop into a subtropical system, but even if it does, it's probably not going to affect anyone. South of 30 degrees north latitude, the Atlantic is quiet and will remain quiet for the foreseeable future because of this. A lot of dust coming off of the Sahara Desert, and that will continue to drift westward into the Gulf of Mexico. The southeastern United States going to make for some very spectacular sunsets, but it is also going to keep the tropical wave action to a minimum. Now, as we look closer to home, that's not the case in the East Pacific. We've got a couple of tropical waves well to our south and off the Mexican coast, shown to have a decent chance of development according to the National Hurricane Center. And given that the pattern across the western U.S. is going to be changing, favoring more troughing over the west in coming days, we'll keep an eye out for some tropical moisture or subtropical moisture getting caught up in a more southwesterly flow. We'll detail that in just a moment. Checking out precipitation for the next 7 days. Yeah, how about absolutely nothing here in the valley and pretty much nothing statewide. Doesn't look like we're going to see anything anytime soon, but we'll take a look and see what's going on with the models right now. Here we go to the GFS, the 06Z run valid at 2 o'clock this afternoon. Ridging here across the west, hot and dry conditions look to prevail. So for us down at the surface, sunny skies, dry air, highs this afternoon 106 to 109. Tonight, clear skies, dew points mostly in the 30s, so overnight lows in the 70s and lower 80s. And then tomorrow, mostly sunny and hot, just a few high clouds from time to time, highs 107 to 110. On Wednesday, partly cloudy skies, highs 108 to 111. And on Thursday, troughing moves through the Intermountain West, the Great Basin, a southwesterly flow in here, some high clouds around, we'll call it partly sunny, and high temperatures 108 to 111. On Friday and Saturday, our ridge really starts to flatten out a bit, but we don't have any real major cool air advection, but high temperatures should back off at least a couple of degrees, highs between 105 and 109. And the air mass remains dry. On Sunday, again, troughing helps to reinforce somewhat cooler conditions across the western states. We'll be on the southern periphery of that. We're not looking for any major cool down, but high temperatures back off a few more degrees, somewhere between about 102 and 106. And a week from today, this is Monday, the 29th, kind of an interesting setup here. We've got that big ridge out over the North Pacific that we've been talking about for a while. A trough moving through the Intermountain West. And to our south, the GFS does have a tropical system off of the southern tip of Baja. And in that configuration, we would see at least a little bit of moisture being pulled northward across northern Mexico and into eastern Arizona for widely scattered showers and thunderstorms if that verifies. But this is a lot of moving parts. A lot of things have to come together for this to verify. And right now, this is kind of an outlier solution. So we're not going to look for this. This is just an idea that's on the table. It's one model run, but something that's worth watching if the tropics in the East Pacific remain active. And we do indeed have troughing through the west, which many of the global models believe we will. And as we look out 10 days to the end of the forecast period, this is Wednesday, the 1st of July. Some interesting features here, a negative tilt trough across the plain states. We've got a ridge over the North Pacific, and a ridge here across northern Mexico and the southwestern United States, and that is not a good configuration for bringing any monsoon moisture into the southwest. So at this point, it looks like a mostly dry forecast for us. Speaking of dry, let's check out precipitation coming off of the European ensemble. There's 51 members here, and 9 or 10 of them might have some rain in here for the next couple of weeks. But overall, based on a preponderance of model guidance, looks like we are going to stay dry for a while. Checking out temperatures off the national blend of models, pretty close to 110 for most of this week, and then highs will back off for this weekend and next week. Pretty typical stuff for late June, quite honestly. Overnight lows mainly in the 70s and 80s. And that'll do it for the Phoenix, Arizona weather discussion for today. My next video back here tomorrow morning. If you enjoy these videos, be sure to subscribe, like, share, and click that notification bell so that whenever we post a brand new video, you'll be alerted. Your comments, questions, and suggestions always encouraged as well. Thanks so much for watching. I really do appreciate it. Be safe out there. Stay cool. Drink plenty of water. Watch your kids around the swimming pool. And you guys have yourselves a fantastic Monday.